Well, welcome to the farm. It is Sunday here. Hi, Cider. How are you? You drinking all the water, huh? It really is a gorgeous day. It feels more like a spring day. Woke up to the surprise of rain, and then it cleared up really fast, and I'm really enjoying the time change. I love fall back. It's light in the morning, I can get chores done, so. Hi, little bit. Did you get an extra hour of sleep? Huh? It is dried up pretty much here. The grass and everything is pretty dry, so the sun's been coming in and out. So I'm actually gonna let the girls out. I always make sure the feed room door is closed, and give you an update on them. And then I'll show you what I picked up from my friend's farm, because I don't have any does in milk right now. I could milk Bonnie. Her daughter has been sneaking sips, and she could probably be milked, but I'm pretty sure she's pregnant, so I could milk her and, 2 months before she kids, and she'd be fine, but I'm not going to go with the hassle right now. They need their feet done and everything, so let's let the girls out. And they go right to trimming hedges. Nellie, what you doing? You going back in? Now, after I make food and get the goats back in, I'm gonna be working with 2 of the horses, and I'll have one of my volunteers working with 2 of the other horses. Don't ever remember Blue. If you watch the video, she had some issues. She had a abscess in her foot, and actually the left and front and left back foot. So we're gonna see how she's doing moving wise. And she was lunged the other day and she actually did really good. Oh. Bye, go browse. I have Buddy and Sophie in because of the rain this morning. How are you, Buddy? I gotta change your wrap. And Sophie, our Belgian Cross, is one of the horses I'm gonna be working with. Pretty girl. Yes, you are. We're gonna practice our poles. You need to go over the poles. She was a cart horse at one time, and she's got a lot of development in her front part of her body, but her stifles, her back legs, are really just atrophied. They're not. So I try to get her to trot over poles to help her build that up and give her more strength. So I'm gonna make food, get everybody fed, and then get horses ready. And I'll take you in and show you what I got from my friend's farm and what I'm gonna do with it, how I prepare my goat milk, or the goat milk I got from my friend, to be able to do soap, to make soap. So I don't give the horses dry grain. I take their grain and their pellets and their additives, which I need to pick more up at the store, and soak it. You want your food, buddy? It's better for digestion, especially for horses. There's a piece of hay in there. Hi. You want dinner? Here you go. I thought it was really cool. We when I went to go pick up this milk, it's also the same farm I got cider from. And my goat Lincoln, the giraffe polled. I got another 3-step mounting block, which is going to be so helpful. So I use the freeze method, and you can go back and see some of my soap making videos for when I make soap. I'm so excited. This is like gold, guys. So I got 4 gallons. It'll be about 4 gallons, maybe a little under, because some of them are. I'm going to show you 3 methods on how I freeze, depending on the size of my recipe that I need. And there's a new one I'm actually going to try to save freezer space, because we're trying to store up, freezer space. My friend of mine, who's our equine massage therapist, she got an 8-point buck. Was it yesterday? Yeah. So we have a buck to put in the freezer, and which is really awesome. So thankful. All right, so let me get the girls back in their their paddock. The boys are screaming at me. Also, our goat Romeo is from the same farm, not the same line, not the same breed line as Lincoln. So they all came from my friend Jackie's farm. And it's been a really cool connection there. And there it is, it's adapting. All right, so let me get the girls in, and then I'm gonna do some riding and training with the horses, and then we'll go down to my soap lab. Look at this lazy cat. Jerry, what are you doing? All right, come on, girls. Come on, girls, let's go. Come on, let's go eat. Come on. It's a stampede. Watch out a little bit. They're coming through. Yeah. Okay, I believe Peaches is pregnant. Bonnie is pregnant. Bonnie's daughter, Molly Moo, is pregnant. Bubbles is pregnant. Miss Nellie, Chloe, and Star, and Sarah. Nuggets of weather, and little Emma is too little. But the ones I didn't want pregnant was Star, Nellie, and Molly Moo, because I wanted to breed her to Romeo when he got older. But this is where we are. Well, it is dark, and now I've come down to my soap lab to get this milk all put away in my freezer. I've got soaps here curing, and my pencil soaps, they're almost done curing. A lot of people get these for teachers and, you know, even Christmas. My Christmas soap, little Christmas tree soap, they're curing. They're almost done, actually. Mermaid soap, I have several of those, just different ones. But anyway, let me show you how to do this milk. There's 3 methods here. If I have a small recipe to make soap, I'll use these ice cubes and freeze them. They're stackable, and I can just pop out the ice cubes of the goat milk and mix my lye in after I measure it all. And then I use these buckets, which this is more of the appropriate size. So I use these buckets. Number 5 is what you need. It's safe to mix the lye in. So I'm gonna measure. I have 3 of my recipes here, 3 of my soap recipes, and I just find the liquid that it says I need for that particular recipe. I'm gonna pour that milk in there, and I also use my mason jars. So my 10-pound loaf, I need 22 ounces, and then I also have a 3 5-pound loaf that I'll need 31 ounces of goat milk, and I have my 9-pound slab that I need. And these are my soap molds. Let me turn this down. I don't know if it's too bright. Oh, no, that's bright enough. So this is my 17-pound mold. This is my 10-pound mold, which I typically do a recipe of 9 pounds in this mold because it just gets too overflowed if I, go all the way to 10. And then these are my 5-pound molds. These are my shampoo bar molds because they have a really pretty little daisy pattern on the bottom that imprints on the shampoo. And then these are they say they're 2.6-pound molds, but I think they hold more, definitely. I would say closer to 3-pound molds. And then I have all of my buckets that are number 5s. These are the Mare Plus that some of my boarders use for their horses. And these buckets are number 5s. So I've recycled them to utilize them for soap making. This is my big, huge pan. If you look on Instagram, I have a really quick, actually, I think I put it on my shorts for YouTube as well. It shows me pouring a big batch in there with my last soap that I did. So, and I have some other stuff for candle making and lip butters, all of that. So I'm really in here trying to organize. New thing I've added is this little electric eye here. I can use both if I need to, but this is just amazing. I can measure my oils and my butters, and put my butters and coconut oil in here to melt down for my recipe, which actually I will be doing. I'll be recording a video after this for another upload, and that's making my unicorn soap, which I've made by hand. These ears for the unicorn, and then for the unicorn ears, and then these unicorn molds. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna do these little flowers like right there, and then the ears. I might even try to do like something like this here. That'll be down in the soap, because I'm gonna do like a soap frosting. So we'll see. It's a test batch. It's a really small batch, so we'll see how that goes. But that's another upload. Let's measure out this milk. Okay, the other method I'm gonna do is these freezer bags. So if I use these freezer bags, I would obviously need to pour what I measure out for my goat milk into one of my containers, to be able to add the lye. I wouldn't add the lye to that, but that's going to be a way to save space in your freezer. We actually have mentioned we have a deer coming, so I'll need freezer space. We have several freezers, and so I could put it up at the other freezer. We actually have 2 other freezers that we could put some put the deer meat in. But so I'm just making sure that these are clean and dry and no water. I'm probably going to do my mason jars first, and with that I'm going to do my 9-pound slab. So I know if it's in this, it's my 9-pound slab, and if it's in these, it's going to be my 15 pounds of my one that's for my 15 pounds of soap, my 5 pounds. So I'm just gonna measure this out. So this is gonna be 20. And my 17-pound mold is definitely gonna be my bigger one. And this is gonna be 20 ounces. Beautiful goat milk. She has milk stars for her goats. Ounces in here, and this one I could put in the freezer and then add the lye to it. This one I'm gonna have to defrost it some, pour it into a number 5. I never use lye in glass. I never add lye to glass. I never mix any soap in glass. Just a risk of it cracking over time. Okay, the last method of how I'm doing this is I just got a bucket and I put my freezer bag in here. I filled it up with my 20 ounces. I figured I'd use these for my smaller batches. This is gonna be for my 9-pound slab mold. And I'm gonna put it in the door of the freezer so it's got some support, and then I can lay it down in the freezer afterwards. So there's that. I'm gonna do the rest of the milk. I have like 1 gallon left. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna save the mason jar ones in the back for baking. So I'll utilize all of these first. And gosh, I didn't even add up. Some of this is like 17 pounds of soap. Some of it's 9 pounds, 15 pounds. And I have my bags stored here. So I'll probably use the container ones first. Those will be the easiest because I can just add my lye right to it. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this. If you think about soap making, this is just one of the ways you can have a full milk in your soap and it not be that gummy, sticky kind of feel that sometimes when you just add the milk right to your oils and stuff. So I'll put up some soaping videos right here of some things I did, maybe like the actual playlist, and you can check that out. Like, subscribe, and share. Guys, thanks so much. Have a great day.